Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Another fine day, another very beautiful day. And they apologize for the late start. Apologize for the late start because we actually starting late. I don't think I have another reason why. I no reason be good enough. For those who don't know me, it's really difficult for me for start late. I always do my possible best for start on time. But unfortunately, I had a few things I was supposed to do this morning, and then it take me right into the time I've been on schedule and for this life. But nonetheless, we are here. 20 minutes late. This is crazy. This is bad. Apologize again, but we'll just go ahead and try for start. We are talking about someone today. One very very influential person for community. One person where he don't actually dedicate the time. He don't actually dedicate the time for build our community. One person we when every other person be to look the other way, he be decide for look the other way. And today we dey see the result. Now one of those persons that we he not even like for be celebrated, he not even like for be on the spotlight, he not even like make people talk about him. But at the end of the day, we need to say all this because we want praise or because we know we dey say all this because we are like wow, look at what he has done, look at what he is doing. And then the worst is if you listen or you go hear the things the way they try, they plan for do, you understand better why we are supposed to be talking about someone like him. Jules Nya. Yeah. I think we should go ahead and start this live because man, we are already behind time. The few people who are watching, please just give us some shares. If you do watch comments, Mono say you watch. Ma go ahead. By the way, I want go ahead for share the video. Ma please, ma please smarting, ma please so smarting. Yep.
Serious damage. And I'm not planning on coming in there playing the whole. Got time for all
Okay.
that. Not in this one.
Okay.
Not for this one.
Okay.
I got my mind set
Okay.
on really fucking him up, man.
Okay.
Just straight damaging.
Okay.
But this one, yeah,
Okay.
I gotta have this one. I gotta have this one. That's what's up.
Boss, man.
Uh-huh.
I say I be very, very sorry for the late start. My boss, you know how they do a side day, you make plan and then you go reach for there, the people just delay you, and that they come back traffic to home.
Now, if you imagine.
Well, I thank you very much for being patient with me. Um, I feel I will go ahead and start. Man, share the video. Get whether na one or two people where they watch already, but I know say
Okay.
you know very well say the problem maybe the numbers, the problem are the conversation we want get them.
Now the
Because if
conversation,
you
the
find
intensity of the
numbers,
conversation.
you know, can you for here, you go now for trace and other big
Yeah.
CNN there and all of that. But I know very well, so someone like you understand the importance of small platform than the one now. Either way, you dey come for can give your own small push. Thank you very, very much.
No, bro.
Man,
Anything for the cause.
I don't dey follow you for a very long time. The first time I hear say we Kuma Pika was like, oh thank God.
Fiango bread, man. Fiango
I'm
man.
telling you, I was like, oh thank God. I did for you with the Yomba them, a pallet them, your grandfriend. I was like, really? And then I never know. But man, I feel like um it says a lot about where we come from because I ever tell people when people say wow na the overhaul on a kumba, so wow na I tell them say how many times you don't hear so person we come kumba talk say I be bafo or I be bakundo or I be bakosi or I be
Nah,
bamneke or I be this or no. The one tweet ever hear na say will be kumba picking, be kumba
yeah.
picking, and that is what
Proudly,
makes
proudly
us.
Cape Town, man. Proudly
Yep,
Kumba, man.
yep. But thank you very much, man. Ma go ahead, more listen small for Jovi mentality while they listen. I'll go
Okay.
ahead,
Good.
share the video, share
Okay.
the video with the people where they watch.
Okay.
Not for this one. I got my mind set on really fucking him up, man. straight damaging. But this one here, yeah, I gotta have this one. I gotta have this one. That's what's up.
I was turning nothing into something. Mango sleep only for coffin. I already be whipping the dough. Nah, just baking the cake in the oven. I got the sauce and the juice. Even when I no talk, they go right up for news. They don't make them like this anymore. No one keeping it real anymore. I just focus on what is important. So much we never brought me a war run. Talking global, I'm not talking local. On the throne, so you know it ain't vacant. All my nose in my own true they blatant. We live in a world of Satan. I no need for cutty frag gang. Man playing a backhand only before man no get for look back how you order shack. We don't know they for your back. Rap is so hard now we all on the map. Put the map on the back only for you to stop. Your first song you diss me and then that was that. Pussy no fi be come you rat. I no need for talk men and no say a bad. When man pass you no shame for carry it back. How would I respond to somebody coming at me if he ain't even coming with facts? How you want me to react when I hear your raps? Me I pieces until they lack. Show me your numbers and stats. Assuming your fans listening I go with the mat. Faker than you ain't no faker than that. Hit you straight with the facts. Ain't no caps in my raps. Yeah, don't expect a child 9 months after ejaculation. All this while you are on your own, so it's safe to call it masturbation. I be in the studio so long, when I go out, I don't mind fornication. I'm legit all over my nation, I'm always in any conversation. Hear me too, the men is up, I know me say for true. Lock them up, you go do what to who? I got hits, I ain't talking a few. We still have to see what your lyrics could do. Like a god, I make miracles too. No be my name, but I'm lyrical too. After this, I go drop some more tune. After this, you must know Cameroon. My flow sick, being fly, get flu, big talk. Follow through, big move. Liga premise, I only battle cruise. If they strong, I come out with the battle bruise. You don't have a clue, can't fit in my shoes. I don't have to rap to show you what I do. You go see lost if I take you come through. Your man them on the net wanna draw. Every bar ever drop, raw goal. 2, 3, 7 slash, here we go. Mboko mboko, I go naka till I go. Papa never knew I turn into a goat. Mama be don't know saying Jacka sabi flow. Fuck around and split your body from your soul. Fuck around and put a brother in a hole. Rap style, rap style, blood core. I don't got the time, I'm killing in a row. I don't have to fight, I'm aiming at your dome. Stacking racks and packing backs on all the backs. Back to back, I'm blacking out on every trap. They like chap, will finish shack and then we knock down my chap. It is pop, it's a dap. Yeah. Bada when I start, men and no say inspiration, no feel like.
Wow. Good. Boss.
Yes, sir.
Man, again, thank you very, very much for being patient, first of all. No be all man for your status for Cameroon go decide for she don't wait we. You're there on time, and by the way, for every person we watch, no na level this. He is here because he is trying to uplift the platform. He is here because he's trying to play his own role to make sure the platform gets to where it's supposed to be. So we get for be grateful, get for be thankful. My brother, we'll start from the beginning. I get plenty things the way I want to ask him, but tell us a little bit for the few people that probably don't know your names and where you're from.
Well, basically, my name is Jules Nya. I hail from the western region of Cameroon, precisely from Bagante. Then my mom come out and I'm from Dop, precisely from Congo. Yeah. So I mean, I'm just the random guy will grow up. I grow a little bit of everywhere for Cameroon. So that heterogeneity of Cameroon, I feel say they part of my genes because I grew actually from North. I do all my primary school for Garoua. So I do all my primary school. Then my secondary education I get for go Sacred College Mancon.
Wow.
I do Sacred College Mancon, yeah. Yeah, Sacred College Mancon. I do my high school for PHS Kumba. Right. I do a very brief stay for PHS. I do like 3 months. I back out for PHS because the school now a complete opposite of Sacred Mancon. So but I don't really, well, I mean I learned a couple of stuff. So I do like 3 months today. Then I decide for my A level for lower 6. So I get my A level now lower 6. Basically, I be the house I just so then
man a smart man.
Then I do my university for I first do UB. I do UB like 98. I drop out. I did live everywhere. I did some music stuff, and then I decided to go back to university like around 2006. So I'm at the Bello University for Zaria for Nigeria, Kaduna State. So I go study mass communication. Then after that, me and Joe, I come back. Me and Joe will launch Mumac with Rachel. We launch Mumac. Mimak don't exist as a concept back then, like
Yes.
early 2000s, yeah. But I come back from Nigeria, then Jovi come back from India,
Mm-hmm.
then we reach every data, so we just try to see which we do back then, like late
Mm-hmm.
2009, early 2010. So we just start doing.
So
Then
yeah.
basically academically, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just finished my coursework for masters for corporate communications at University of Boya.
Wow.
So I just go for defend basically.
For that people there, they say Kumbabu, they need to go school. Also, na year. Oh.
No, showbiz, you need to go school showbiz. No, I say showbiz, I would do people, Baba.
Okay.
It makes
So
sense now.
now, one thing be certain. You say when I start Mumak around 2000 208 209,
Yeah,
but
early 2000s, the concept don't
yeah,
exist.
but don't be
Exist.
now. I want now. What now? So
They're
that's
like,
I want
yeah,
talk. So the concept be don't be as early as the early 2000s. Now,
yeah.
instead, now that time that will come away, football will really be na all team because now just around that time we come up, we win back to back Nations Cup, we win Olympic and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. Like wait to be prompt you at that moment. Instead for you for the think football, you grow for Kumbare, especially for Milewe soccer player, they be dey plenty. Wait to be prompt you for focus more now for music instead for football way if they like now the general thing.
Well, I'd always be, funny enough, I'd be fan of both because
Mm-hmm.
back in the days, I played football with Sacred, I did for school team.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'd be fan of football. I always follow football, even up to now,
Mm-hmm.
I do follow football well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, back then, but I'd always like music. I'd always like getting into music. I'd always feel I'd be more of a creative person.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I be drop out for UB back then, because UB even for UB we get some group where they call them tattoo,
Yeah.
where they could call and other with the PHS. We
Mm-hmm.
create some group where we dance. That back then we just stage.
Oh man, the dance back then.
No, that was the thing for
Mm-hmm.
UB. We the stage. So we dance. Then after now, I come go me around there. I go start on discotheque. So my
Mm-hmm.
cousin helped me launch some music store. So I be
Mm-hmm.
just sell me. I be just like when they play music day.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. So now through that music store and that discotheque with the name been a maison mère for around Melen.
Yes.
Now for the Jovi now, Jovi back then, Jovi be a student for SWA. So now there
Yes.
I meet a lot of people them for inside industry, a lot of people the background. That's 2000, 2001. So now that
Mm-hmm.
time Jovi,
Wow.
yeah, Jovi, the can be ever joke she don't leave Jovi can rap. Into some young guy because he be a little younger than me. So
Mm-hmm.
he can rap. So I meet Jovi, even the present manager Suja, now for
Yeah.
that Whereas I know you around that time because Sujad was once my late cousin,
Mm-hmm.
sister, a classmate. So that's all we don't know ourselves to date. So we just let the carry full for rap for young
Mm-hmm.
at that time because
Mm-hmm.
guy they just can do their freestyle, they just put the mic and they start
Mm-hmm.
flow and then I record a cassette back then.
Yes.
That was the thing back then. So that's why I'd always get that love for music. So from dancing to being a DJ, then I
Mm-hmm.
start write songs, then I start produce
Wow.
songs. So I don't do almost everything on the chain, but basically before I start manage and whatever stuff.
Wow. So now, when did you guys actually decide? You know what? One move on from not just dancing to maybe recording people their freestyle and all that too. You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe more start think about a record label, maybe something. Because for me, I'll call them professional. Wait when I already start doing time where people maybe they even start think anything. Like
Yeah.
wait to be there, they push for you.
Well, the thing that say uh I'd always get a genuine concern for quality control for make sure I always say we deserve better. You
Okay.
understand? I always say why wouldn't if you do things like how did PD they be doing at that time because I'm my role model at that time because
Mm-hmm.
I be more into management and all that. So I be studying people like PDD,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like PDD them and all that. And so why and if you be like, why would if you do things like the way they do, and why would if you be that organized? Why would if you
Mm-hmm.
produce that kind of quality?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Yeah, why would if you come up with that kind of value proposition for our own industry? So now
Yeah.
that thing now make me and Jovi to get that kind of same
Mm-hmm.
concern with regards to sound. Initially, na
Yeah.
me and him be the make sound. Initially, we
Mm-hmm.
they make business together and all that. But I can't realize, no, we need for me and money for doing it. He be
Yes.
really more passionate about sound past me.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So if you more into sound, I say, okay, me, I like for connect the dots. I like for make people then meet. I like when people then I like to sell ideas, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
I like to pitch ideas on people. I like when people they work. I like when people together. So back then, Jovi, even sitting away between Africa Star, sitting a
Yes.
be part of Then Christopher too, with the Afshango guy. So Christopher too. Yeah. Now one of the first for them. So I remember back then my parents they be give me some money, my four bush. I take the money, I go put on I go put the money on for I go put on for damn project actually. So I
Wow.
put that for damn Christopher a project. Back then I will go meet up
I
here.
said, grandfriend, no, the two, the talk now, so.
Yeah, no, no, no man, the classic, the classic.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically I just took the money and then invested it in Chris's demo. So I put out a demo, Chris's demo, and the demo will start balls around. So
Yeah.
Biana, I think I'm gonna Beya. Because me and Beya have no Beya, try to enter your one in Beya be complete. You be. So I go meet up Beya, say, but bros, hear anything. So Beya yeah, I say, wow, all this sing so. And Chris really, really sing like back then. Chris was like way ahead of time, even a typical R&B singer. Yeah. So when Beya listened to it, Beya was like, "Hey, I need to hook you guys up with Tom Yums." So that's what Beya Leonard Bruce Beya hooked me up with Tom Yums, and Tom Yums actually listened to it, and he was like, "Wow." So now Tom actually make a move back to Douala.
Okay.
So Tom actually now who coordinate the project, now who write most of the songs. And back then I'm a writer and I'm a financer. So that's I tell Thompson near Duam. Jovi be assist me. Jovi to be assist me for writing on the songs and all that. Most of the songs I may write time and I maybe finance the project that time. So Tom Young said, okay, now my day say get ear, you get some kind of special ear. And back then I was like 21, 22. So Tom say come, you'll probably be my ear, you will be my AR. And I started work with Tom with ATM production.
Wow.
Yes. So I work with Tom, and back then we produce Tom ATM production. We produce Bantu Posi.
Yes.
Yeah. So I learned a lot through Tom Youngs. Now he teach me because Tom was really street smart. He not good at school that way. He be street smart. So now he teach me some of the tricks and tricks of the industry. You know that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know which question I will ask. Which question I will ask. Now I will start for you. I actually put on a flyer. The Godfather with question mark. I know no one man never call me for try to challenge that title or for try to challenge that status. And I think that is because so many people.
That's not a very big title that Master Godfather.
So many people. I don't this story of people. Then so many people look at you that way. Do you actually think you are the Godfather or you are one of the Godfathers? Because you never even dispute the fact that you are a Godfather.
No, I see myself more or less like a guide. You understand, like a leader. I didn't see myself like that Godfather kind of thing. No, I'm more or less like a guide for the younger ones then, because when we grow up, we don't really get people where if we look up to, we never get any role model if we look up to. You understand? So, which I always try to do. Now I always try to inculcate or transmit the knowledge I acquire over time from my academic milieu to my personal experiences and everything to the younger generation, especially for the ones where they be open-minded, because not everybody be receptive. Some people you understand. So I try as much as possible through my random publications and for my various social media handles them. I always try for enlighten the younger generations on what it takes to build an industry, a sustainable industry. So I see myself more or less like a guide, no more like that Godfather kind. I know my kind shares in that. I like me for just make sure say in my head I share with other people then. Because I believe the more we do, the more we get a more competitive industry.
And I think that was going to be my next question. I don't notice say in as much as you come off from Kumba, in as much as you be Anglophone, Francophone also, but you they like, you know, they that kind of person, and you even start work maybe with Jovi when a typical hip hop artist. But you know, and I don't listen like I did your Facebook the whole yesterday. I don't realize it is so you know really they like okay, now my music, this or now my kind of music, they like you're a little bit of you listen to a little bit of everything, or you do a little bit of everything, and that explains why Magasco, you don't work with Sydney, you don't work with Jovi, you don't work with Mr. Ella, this female, that female. Why wait till like wait to push you forget that mindset of okay, I need to work with every person with Afisa you work with them.
Well, basically, it's all about good music. It's all about vibe, having the right vibe. You understand?
Yeah.
So for inside music, I be person that kind of person. You can say I be eclectic.
Yeah.
Best way be eclectic. Best way you listen to different various genres.
Yeah.
Providing a good music. Yeah. So I get a lot of musical influences. You understand? So it varies a lot from reggae, hip hop, Bikuti, Makosa. I mean, provided it's well done, I don't get problem. You understand? Yeah. So I'd always believe say talent, talent should be
Yeah.
marketed as long as the person really get that product where if you sell them, if you pitch them for any person. So now why I work with a wide, I don't all throughout my career, I don't work with a wide variety of artists, from rappers to singers to different people that I work with different talent them. I mean, I try as much as possible when I meet up an artist for understand the art, understand because I didn't see them like artists actually, I see them more or less like product. Probably
Wow.
based on my marketing or communication background. So I see them like product. So yeah, so I try to understand their backgrounds and then try to see how I fit harness their potential and then I sort of if we propose them for a market, whether market will accept them or not. But that's just
Wow.
my vision that because
Wow.
I get a wide taste for music. So I try as much as possible be very open. Yeah, to good music. Provided it be well arranged, the chords and they're okay. I don't get no problem. Once it's well done, I don't get problem. So I feel say that's just my philosophy that for music.
Wow. And so, guys, thank you guys for those who they watch and they already ask questions. We'll take questions. If I start take questions, then now I go lost my road. My stay for my road small. We'll take questions. Then I don't forget for share. And I beg when I drop as many questions as possible. We'll get at least 1 hour with boss. And I'll sure say they ready for answer every question we'll ask you. Boss, my next question now. I think because I don't think so you were old. Before your generation, when my generation, there was a generation, the generation of the Tom Yoms, them, the Petit Pays, them,
Yeah.
those older generation, and then a generation come, and then I feel like now we get a new generation. So, do a generation now actually transition, now build a bridge between that older generation and the newer generation we they now. Waiting, and for me, I feel like they do them very well. Wait till you feel say this what generation the likes of you, Jovi, and all these guys the way that they transition our music from that older generation to wait to get that now. Wait till you think so gonna be getting differently. Where most of the picking the now they see ignore or they see no get or they never see understand say you need this to actually get to where you're going.
Passion, and we understand the need for develop certain skill set
Wow.
because before we this the generation is slightly ahead of we probably like people like talent. So
Yes.
they be very very passionate and they will get their own skill set and all that. But I think so the two will bring a more like especially back then when we launched Mumac. Mumac actually the record label where it developed the blueprint for record label for digital record labels.
Yes.
Because after Mumac we Alphabet, we all the other people in motherland, other people they come out, that's the blueprint of a digital record label. Now we bring about them.
Yeah.
And my marketing communication background, we play a lot in terms of the branding and all that thing. Because the concept is that way, first time people maybe really understand.
Yes.
For me, I be very picky about branding, image, sound, quality, all that thing and that. So now we will be understanding, we will be very passionate and we take time study the tips and tricks way others than for other people or other places they use them.
Yes.
For success. Now while we see the need for go school fine, then besides school, we get to develop other skill sets for to be very very competitive. You understand? So, but now today, the impression I get, I say, you get a new cream of younger talents.
Yes.
But now the point I say, you get very few passionate people at the point that people are getting the thing into the business now for the fame, for the money, and all that, which is not necessarily bad. Yes, and better. I feel the most important thing I say we go for just learn for be structured.
Yeah.
Because the first thing we do how we start, like how we start New Mark back then. Me, I became to all be divide tasks. I say me, I probably be the marketing A&R. I do marketing, communication A&R. I get like 3 or 4 different functions. Then Joe will be handling the production side and all that. So then February 16, Dukong, we handle the video side. You understand? Basically, now services is that we record label the offer for artistic career.
Okay.
You understand? So now you make most of we will get an amount of some wealth of knowledge all that time because we take time study the processes way it be needed for optimize a talent a career.
Wow.
Yeah. So today, how many labels they get those services? It really hard for how many artists that be surrounded by that kind of talent them around them? How many artists that they see beyond themselves?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because so we for get that results with Nigeria and they get out
Yeah.
or American, we need to be structured, we need to be organized.
Yeah.
So the two lack now that structure around our talent because now structure they optimize talent potential. We see
Wow.
them on a very level where artists they believe say no, we be all at all. You
Yeah.
understand? When I don't want to just elementary stage for showbiz. You understand?
Wow.
And I don't tell you it's fun for artists and plenty. There is some of them get them wrong. They want to fight me back. Or I don't make a million. I say, yeah, if you be the hottest artist of Cameroon, but it don't really mean anything for the
Mm-hmm.
African ecosystem. For you to reach that burner border level and other kind of thing, you need to be very organized. You need for surround yourself with people them. And at the thing that we lack today, very few of our artists them see the
Yeah.
need for build a solid team around them. So that's a big problem we'll get on today. But talent, the talent they
Yes.
undisputed. If you argue say talent, no, the talent they fine. We'll get talent, we'll get world class talent then. But now you need structure. If structure not there, that talent not get purpose. It's like
Wow.
potential without purpose. Yeah.
Boss, tell us about Mumac and the role Mumac play for the industry we'll get on today.
Well, Muma like I mean talk. I say Muma that the record label will set the blueprint
Mm-hmm.
for digital record label today for Cameroon. Because prior to Muma coming,
Yes.
you will get some label the way they try push one or two things them
Mm-hmm.
offline, but online, Newman than the record label way is set the blueprint on how to communicate, how to brand artists
Yeah.
for social media and all that. Prior to that, I don't think there was any label. I mean, any man question me, but I think say it be verifiable. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
It be verifiable. So back then, we come up with very innovative ideas. Joe, that rapping pigeon thing, yeah, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like, wow. Then now the branding around the project. She said will be the first record label where we do behind the scenes. Like they
Mm-hmm.
show you as we work for record, we work for
On
studio,
music.
they
Yeah.
show the ambiance of studio, all that thing that's in the way people need to be used to that time. You
Wow.
understand? Yeah, and then prior to the release of like Jovi HIV album,
Mm-hmm.
Jovi had to release like 6 singles.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Yeah, say drop like 6 singles. They'll do a couple of strategic collabs with Kotal, all that thing. So I mean, now new marketing vision, now the record label will make a lot of people believe so if you actually do them.
Mm-hmm.
You see, by our sense of organization and our sense of innovation back then,
Mm-hmm.
I think we inspire a whole lot of people. If they be intellectually honest, though.
Now, really, if they be honest, now one the very difficult thing to get out of our community. But I hope so we'll understand the importance of being honest. Some
Yeah,
people feel like that
man.
one, right? Importance of being is it honest or honest? Honest. I think
I'll
so.
be honest. We don't learn for be very honest. You understand? We'll give people them, give any my props,
Very
and give
true.
any person props. So, yeah, now this
Very true.
person do so like I mean, that's so industry you take and grow.
Wow. So
Yeah.
now, Mumac to 2009 in since then you still dey into entertainment, you dey still invest for yourself, Jovi still dey into music, Magasco, you had Magasco for Mumac, you be get Elad,
Yeah.
you be get who them, which artist them again?
Now that's called Elad Renish, all
Okay,
on every part of the month back then. Yeah.
okay. Wow,
Then a
yeah.
couple of other then you get affiliates and people the way actually coordinate their project. I do ARR.
Mm-hmm.
ARR that's where they like the link between a record label and talent. Now they identify, now they scout, now they develop talent for record label.
Yes.
Yeah, the backbone for record label. And
Wow.
actually my own skill said that. And my main skill said that. Like if you identify a diamond in the dirt. So I see you, I know say you got talent. There are no waiting it takes for optimize a talent from the studio, from the musician that we need for all time, the record producers and the engineers and the marketing decisions that A&R it's in that way done basically. So now
Wow.
you develop the product.
Which is very,
Yeah.
very, very important.
Yeah, a couple of artists in there I do A&R for them, like Museba back then. Another good project that Bom Bom Bom. Yeah, I do A&R for Museba a project Bom Bom Bom. Back then one of the songs will be actually hot. I do A&R for Ambi. I do A&R for Ambi project. I mean even so I do A&R for that project. I do A&R to me to do A&R for what was that Sydney Coco back there. Yeah, the project that way we coordinate and Mumac as a structure. coordinate them. Yeah, it means if you get your money, you come to me and say, okay, you want me to develop your artists and whatever stuff. You give me the
Yeah.
money, I do the artist development for you.
Some person don't ask some question. Say, if you get on your brother, where you get $100 million, you want put them for music, you will accept
Yeah.
it with them.
Yeah. A lot of avenues there for make money.
Okay.
A lot of avenues there where people if you make money. Money is a byproduct of value creation. People get for understand say, yeah, if you get the capacity to create value, you'll make money.
Wow.
So we have to start think about providing value. So how do we provide value? Is by organizing ourselves. It's by being structured.
Yeah.
Understand? People invest where in a sector that is structured, in a sector that is organized.
True.
So our biggest problem in Cameroon is that we are not organized. People still think solo. That's the problem. That's the difference between Cameroon and Nigeria. Nigerians have they've understood the need to coordinate themselves. They've understood the need to be organized. You understand?
Wow.
So it's science. It's not be rocket science. They're just mere science where 1 + 1 = 2. You understand?
Yeah.
For we get results or for we produce artists where they be world class like Brenner Boy, we need to be organized. We need to say what artists them need for understand so they get for be structured. They need for an artist get for understand say get for they probably on the record label. You need to get a manager. You need to get an AR. I mean, people the way they will make you focus more on the creative side while they handle the business side. You understand? That's why people like Brenner Boy, Whiskey, Davido, that's why they excel. Because they're not everywhere. They are just focused on doing the art.
Yeah.
They create. And they have a team that handles the business. So for Cameroon, we still get that problem because artists get trust issues with managers and all that. That's why you see them changing management or record labels all the time. So and artists that keeps changing record label or changing his entourage all the time will hardly blow. You will hardly blow.
Oh.
That's the truth. Because big artists have a stable ecosystem around them. If you observe, you realize that Davido has the same entourage for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
If you realize that Brenner Boy has the same entourage for the last couple of years, the same goes for Whiskey. So, but if you're an artist that keeps changing your entourage, bro, you'll pay for your ignorance.
And I was going to point that I began to point that, especially with Jovi. You mentioned Soldier Boy. It means they go a long way.
Suja.
And I realized the same thing with Rennie's, even the same thing with you, in as much as Jovi no be seated under Mumac anymore and all of that. But I realized that they don't get a very good relationship. When you talk about Mr. Elad, you hardly hear say something negative about Jovi or you, or like it don't see. I don't know if you should throw more light on the importance of, because for me, I look at it like loyalty, and I'm one very big person when it comes to loyalty. I know came in which you get ever realize you know be even for be loyal to me, you need to be loyal to some other person. Me at the staff here, me you. Can you throw some light on why these relationships can really be important, especially for
one of the things we come on for realize I say hard skills them they be okay. Forget hard skills like I know how to play ball, I know how to make music, I don't study forget the degree mass communication, hard skills and that.
Yeah.
But the most difficult thing to get out of life are soft skills. Soft skills like qualities like integrity, loyalty, hard work, you understand, teamwork, you understand. Now the most difficult things in that. Because if you be an exceptional music maker, then you get bad character.
Yeah.
You don't get the soft skills then. You understand? So you people that can make a clear difference between hard skills when they are talent, where God given talent, or now they acquired skill we get them from school, whatever stuff. It be possible for be an excellent hard skill person. Yeah. Then now the soft skills that is set you apart from the everybody's hardworking. Not everybody has a sense of loyalty. Not everybody has certain types of values they look up to. Most people on that chain, and for they you see most people they disappear. You understand? Because values now is differentiate human beings then. So if you look at most big artists, they stand by certain values and principles. People like Bernard Boy, other people, I always call them because when you look at their way to communicate, they get things that they stand for. When Bernard Boy talk about black culture and how black man can be proud and all that, he get values that they look up to. You understand? So we back then we don't always understand those things because we not just enter in industry. So before we enter the industry, we will get a scientific approach. We take time do research on the skills the way person need and for to succeed. Before I get into any profession, you take time studying. If you want to be a medical doctor, they not do a research on what it takes to
Very true.
be an excellent medical doctor.
Very true.
And we want to enter, one excel at the highest level. No one to enter content ourselves with the Cameroon level. Now, why would we take time to do research on both the hard and soft skills that we need for succeed?
Yeah.
So I think that one of the things that we don't keep we clearly understand the difference between the showbiz thing and then the family thing. Because Jovi, either me, Jovi, or Elad, or Renis, or Magasco, now family.
Yeah.
So even after showbiz, we will still get a life even after showbiz.
Wow.
So that's just the things that people they get to understand.
Boss, so many people feel like the people the way we look and they really consider them like the talented ones. The one they really, I don't know, they really look and say, okay, now the one they really get talent, man. Yeah, the way they do the music. We feel like they are not where they are supposed to be. And then they talk to the other people, they not get talent, to they get their own talent for their own kind of way. But like I said, so many people they feel like, okay, maybe the majority wish that, okay, did man really get talent way if he really represent we, but he not really there for that place. But the people that we, I don't know, they just now then day for day, now they don't get the super hit songs and way it trend around the world. Not disrespect to anyone. When did it happen? Like, why do you think? I don't know if Nasoy to the Siam, if Nasoy the Siam, why did it happen that way?
Say the people that feel they really get the talent, they're not there for the
they're not
supposed to be.
Right for top. Like for instance, I don't know if you want my call names them, but I know
if you call names them. Okay. If you call names,
take for instance, right? Libyanka is talented, super talented. But if you ask me, I will put some other person for that Libyanka in place. Franco beget Kole La Petite, one of the biggest songs that we don't get them. You understand? If you ask me, I'll prefer for put some other person for that Franco in place, because the person will produce songs away for it will be good follow up for Kole La Petite. You see? So now, so me, I feel like I don't know if not tumbu or, but I just feel like some people they were really wishing that they will be for the wait if it be the reason why these people they not there for that place. Now, some other guys in the day.
Who they there for we? By your standards, who they there for we?
We then there for we, like the people that are wishing that they for there for them.
No, the people the way you feel them there for that people you talk to the day so.
Okay. Most say we get some person like Kosi, right? An example. He travel around, he gets hit songs them, he get millions of views every now and then. We get some person like Stanley, the same. He travel around, you see for here, you see for there. Which other person? Must say that two first of all. For now, that to them. But then I feel like that to them, they are really good. And they say they're not good. But then if you look at what some person like Mr. Ella did do, you the one that waited to make not really the right for up the
Well, if for me, if you mention Stanley or Kosi, they're good artists by Cameroon standards. By Cameroon standards, they are exceptional artists. Yeah, by Cameroon standards. Yeah, I like me for be factual. And they put emotion for anything, you understand?
Yes.
By Cameroon standards, wow, an exceptional artist. By African standards, are just average artists. Because for African standards, their music not fit compete.
Yeah.
You understand? I be blunt, I be direct, I be honest, and I fit agree.
And boss, that's actually sorry at the culture show. That's actually what we are saying. You see, their music never compete. But you know still will get artists for pay for this generation where they get music if you compete, right?
Yeah, but a lot of variables and the way when I get for understand say if you make person succeed or not succeed, you understand?
Okay.
Yeah, you talk about Mr. Ella, for example. How many labels Mr. Ella don't change them? You understand?
Yep.
The fact say it be important for be stable.
Yeah.
You understand? Let's get a label them fulfill what you don't say do them. No. If you been a person get talent, but it don't work with the wrong people then. You understand?
Yes.
So what are you going to do about it? He will give a struggle till the day way that he one song will blow. But now because magic they happen when the right people they work together at the right place at the right time. That's when magic happens.
Okay.
You understand? I feel say one music for pay it for a level way. Nationally, we always get artists where they do stuff like OC, we always get them where they will do stuff. So yeah, I mean it's like I don't either like African China then back in those days. Either like Yeah, that was African China Day today. African
Downfall
China Day,
driver.
yeah, down for driver. Yeah, it be like great songs for Nigeria at that time. They
Mm-hmm.
were they were dope back at then. But now
Mm-hmm.
you need another generation to push the sound for another level. You get that crossover appeal.
Yeah.
You understand? So I
Wow.
feel say the sound we'll get now, it never carry will go for Usa one go. The sound
Okay.
we'll get now, they're okay for Cameroon level. Cameroon always get national artists where they shine. We always get the pingies, anyone they come, we always
Mm-hmm.
get that kind of people. Yeah, that one there be any problem. I think say at this point in time, now
Mm-hmm.
how to take that sound, push them for the global level. That the main question that what you fit do for fit be that competitive. Then I will
Mm-hmm.
talk say for the man and for national level, the man they do his songs. Yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
one be okay. But that one Sava, I understand. I mean, don't want to be any it be rocket science. Yes, and Cameroon, the competition Cameroon not really stiff that way. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So if art is the one to carry the focus on Cameroon or some part of French speaking Africa, I think say lack
Mm-hmm.
ambition.
Wow.
because the true competition now for English speaking Africa, now for the showbiz they happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So SK if you take you a song then comfortably play inside some playlist where Nigeria and they did it, with Ghana and did it, with South Africa and did it. SK if you take Cameroon song for them comfortably, but the question that I realize now no, a big no.
So what do you think say you take? What if it be just some few criteria for a song where if you actually take and put down for the you play them? Or if you get any example of a song we if you tell we?
For Cameroon.
Yes, from Cameroon, especially the artists now.
No, with the copy, the copy. One music don't get identity.
Wow.
With the copy, the copy. One music don't
Wow.
get soul, no. For the copy, no go ever be original.
Wow.
Yes, and one music with the copy, the copy. See, I might explain what happen for international market. And I
Yeah,
don't try to
boss.
explain it. I don't want to time. Coach Komo go live, he blast me. I'm like, okay, now Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
Because just the fact you get a hit song for Cameroon, it don't make you business savvy. It don't make
Yeah.
you smart enough for talk business.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You be a creative. God don't give you talent for be creative. So other people
Mm-hmm.
they know business, understand the business more and all that. And
Mm-hmm.
then people they give understand. Say people like we would only get relevance if only artists they go listen to what you tell them and implement what you tell them. Because
Yes.
I think get all this sense, or
Mm-hmm.
if you get this sense, we plenty. But if artists they listen to or do not respect the sense where they give them, we
Yeah.
always on top also. Now it's different between Nigeria because Nigeria and the artists they understand, they respect sense. They normally get sense, where get sense for business.
Mm-hmm.
So now why do they always attach themselves to very smart people the way they know they understand the business very well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So which be that question again? You asked I say
The question was which music you feel say if you
yeah,
explore? Yeah.
yeah. So basically what you will need to do
Mm-hmm.
for fit compete internationally.
Yes.
Which yes. First of all, if you carry out and if you observe the
Mm-hmm.
trends already for African market, you understand say music for an international platform, music really work for an international platform.
Yeah.
It gave for get certain qualities and it gave for be identifiable. It gave for get identifiable traits. Like how
Mm-hmm.
I'm a piano, we listen to I'm a piano, we listen to that lock drum.
Mm-hmm.
That's a signature sound. Where it
Yeah.
doesn't I'm a piano, they come in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
It gave for get some identifiable sound
Mm-hmm.
or sounds. You understand? Then it gave for get the capacity for fit satisfy a heterogeneous audience. Where it
Mm-hmm.
means say music where they sell for international platform, they music way
Mm-hmm.
pure. Music where they sell for international platform and music where it be blended with other genres.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Afrobeat is excelling, and that's why Amapiano is excelling on the international level.
Level. Mm-hmm.
Because Amapiano is just a fusion of a slower, quieter, and house music with a white man music. Now
Mm-hmm.
Amapiano that's for you. Then now, if you go to Afrobeat, Afrobeat now a melting pot of many things. Now a
Mm-hmm.
melting pot of various African rhythms, plus R&B, plus dancehall influences, plus soul influences. So all those things, this are Afrobeat. You understand? Plus hip hop influences, all of those things, and there is Afrobeat. We listen to Afrobeat. You understand? So it makes it such a way that a person that is non-Nigerian or non-African can easily savour and appreciate it. Now our own music, then now we they work for here plenty. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? But how do you work internationally? If you be there's place for local music, there is place for local music.
Yeah.
Yes, like Bikusi, all that is like local music. We go hardly work out of Cameroon. For that local music work out of Cameroon, it didn't have Fuji there for Nigeria. Nigeria get Fuji. Fuji
Yeah.
and local music. We're popular for Nigeria very well. But maybe music where Nigeria use and for go compete internationally for the rest of the world. When
Wow.
Nigeria want to compete for the rest of the world, they go take R&B put and they go take reggae put and they go take rap put and they go mix and now with their own local thing. They go create on YouTube they can say Afrobeat. You
Wow.
understand? We never get a name and an identity for our own sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we try to copy Afro where come up for Nigeria, and we try to copy Coupé de Calais come up for Cote d'Ivoire. So it make we be kind of lost. So our music don't get identity that way. We copy and copy. If you look most people they come. If you listen to that sound the way they come up boy, most of people they sing like literally they sing the Omale. They just sing the Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just all them Loic song for all that, yeah, they get talent.
Mm-hmm.
They get talent, no doubt, undeniably they get talent.
Yeah.
But now just copy paste. Like copy paste. You understand? And photocopy no go ever be original.
Wow.
You understand? So we get for learn, we get for understand how the international market work, which be the expectations for consumers of international market. Consumers of international market they want a sound will be unique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you fuse it now with other genres there for the world, like reggae, dancehall, hip hop, R&B, and then create on our own thing. So now US South Africa don't succeed for drum, they create their own trend, what they call Amapiano. And Nigerians don't create their own trend, what they can say Afrobeats. Then Ghanaians they get their own to don't create that. So we will get to create our own. So for now, I feel it will be more or less like spectators.
Man, you don't broke my foot today, so I mean, the carriage be I realize so we still get far away worker.
No, some job they will get for drum will be unavoidable, whether people like them or not. What I which I talk is please some people or not, but there's no way we're going to go about it. It's science.
Yeah.
We'll get for come with our own proposition. What is our own proposition?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any concrete proposition. We just follow. We try to do something, but we never define what sound.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, and maybe about because you mentioned 2 or 3 artists, maybe about 1 or 2 artists. No, it's a movement. It's a movement. Yeah. On the international marketplace, what they respect is the sound coming from your country.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not like, oh, we meet up now. You tell me, say, bro, I play for Cameroon League. And then me, I also know, I play for Egyptian League, I did Al Ali. Me, I play for Egyptian League, you respect me. Because my league be organized, be professional. And then you, when you play for Cameroon League, they go look and say, nah, Cameroon, you should be the best player of Cameroon League. But it not really necessarily make you competitive. Because your league is not from an average league.
That's true.
You understand? So for the international market, see, what do you respond? I say, how it happened? When you tell person I come on Nigeria, the person like, wow, Nigeria, Omale, Burna Boy, they'll call like 20, 30 artists where they get impact all over the world.
Yeah.
So then you make them respect them. Tiwa, they'll call all kind of people them. Yeah. You understand? Ira Star, all they'll call them, all the terms. So it make an out the fact say in terms of structure, in terms of productivity, they don't impose a sound on the global scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe about Stanley Eno, maybe about Kosi. One person maybe do that table. You know, it doesn't work like that. Now an industry, they respect that sound way come on the country. That's how it works. You understand? They respect that sound way come on the country. Now why in Nigeria today, if you talk about Afro, I don't think Nigeria first. Because they don't work hard from that 2 phase at time till today where all you get Petit for the Omale, Fireboy, Joe Boy, all the new one where they don't can now. So Petit for they receive work on the sound, they push the sound, it become better and better. Yes, sir. But we would have level way the man doesn't know me, I be the person. Now me I do the one. I mean now one person never change nothing. People they calm down. Yeah. One person never change anything. We're going to create a movement. Now a movement will make we come up for the darkness already. They will go see the light.
Back in the days, it seems like Makossa was a movement. Because even Nigeria and their music, their movies and all of that, they always reference Makossa. What do you think? Yeah, go ahead, boss.
Yeah, Makossa was a movement because you had world-class artists that performed Makossa.
Yeah.
From the artists to the music producers, all of them were world-class. To talk them like world-class music producer. We're listening to in production, and back then, top notch. You
Wow.
understand? Jacob de Vero, he used to arrange for Makusa then. So that hit
Yeah.
song them, that then they can their song then all.
Yeah.
And then the singers themselves were world class. Bendeka, Gilobe, it can be Brian, you understand, Black Steel as a whole. All man, they will know how to sing, and it was a movement. You understand? And almost everybody back then had a solid understanding of what it took to be an artist. Now, most of them back then, they play at least one instrument. You understand?
Wow.
So they will be equipped for to succeed back then. From the artists to the record producers, where they make their beats and all that thing, all man be well equipped to the record labels. So they were more structured than now. Now, why back then, Manu Ivango, if you do so Makosa, he go global. Talent they do one song the way a hot cocky way, Jim can take away James Brown can sample them.
Yeah.
So they did a lot of songs the way. I mean, the artists they will get a world-class perspective and they will be organized. And we always talk about organization, the structure will be around them, the record labels, the music producers, the managers. They were top-notch back then. You understand?
Yeah.
So now the reason that we make them that time, Makosa, we go global. You understand? Now the thing is that the factors that we make Makosa go global that time. The music was dope. The product was dope.
Most people feel like, especially me, man, even go for most people. I feel like the transitioning between those legendary Makosa artism to the generation for Kota them, and then now the new generation, like the man no can talk about the new generation. Transition between that old artisan and their Makosa between the next generation was poor. That's the reason why Makosa disappeared. That's the reason why everyone started feeling like, oh, ma do my own thing. Oh, ma do my own thing. I don't know if you. By the way, I want your reaction on that.
True. That's very true. One of the things that where they ensure the sustainability of an industry, na mentorship. So there wasn't a smooth transition between that old Makosa generation and the other generation. So it creates some gap, it creates some vacuum. Then now you can't get people away by themselves. They get for learn for produce songs. They get
Very true.
so they get no mentorship.
Yep.
Yeah, mentorship every day. Say no, I learn work. I will under the person. Or for Nigeria, mentorship day. That's in the day. Now that's in they ensure. Now one of the things that they ensure the sustainability. Apart from the fact that people they educate themselves on what it takes to sustain an industry or to build an industry or to build a viable industry. One of the things that really help for sustain some business activity now mentorship. And if you see for here, Igbo they get that culture, Nigeria get that culture here, where you go bring some person, the person serve you. You understand? Yes. Now you be like mentor for that person. So tell the person when you run right now, you open your own shop, he start doing business, he excel. Now mentorship that. You understand? So I think say that gap that be there between that Bendick at that time and our generation, some gap between that the transition will be never be smooth. So one of the things that way it caused that recession for our industry. You understand? Because two people they give for understand and they give for know. So back then we were culturally bigger than Nigeria. We had more impact, musically speaking, than Nigeria. You understand?
Wow.
We produce more qualitative music came out of Cameroon than in Nigeria back then.
Yeah.
You understand? Nigeria started passing only that time for Two-Face. Because back then, Nigeria
during that time that transition was poor.
Yes. So that time where Two-Face they start come now way, you get a new generation now way. You start, you understand? Two-Face, OJB Jezreel, then for production you get Kenny's music, what happens? So that's all a new generation now start come. You understand? Then we would go down, then start discover their own potential. Say, hey, if we do it in there.
Yeah,
you understand? So not just the thing that. So me, for my speech, I always talk about coordination, about organization, about being structured. If you be the best talent for the world, but if you not be structured, your talent will be optimized. If one produce world-class talent then with consistency. Now why for Cameroon we don't always get people they do one hit something and then they disappear most of the time. Or we don't get people they do hits on Cameroon, they only end up for Cameroon, they come out of Cameroon. They don't understand why they come out of Cameroon.
Yeah.
Because it will not be well structured. You understand? An artist is a business, an artist is like a company. So you need to get people the way they think, smart people, the brains the way they think on how they fit occupy that space, how they fit impose you for some marketplace. So if you don't impose yourself, come on, wait you go take now for you for fit impose yourself now for Africa or on a global scale. So na different variables.
Wow.
You understand? Na different variables. And if we not get a scientific approach, we not go nowhere. If we don't feel saying only talent and only music or someone feels saying no, because you are the person, now my music will tell me gonna lie. It doesn't work like that. Nah. At some point in time, now organizational structure. You need to be well organized. You get a good management team, get a good record label, get a good AR, get now that structure around you, now you go fit make you not go bigger and bigger. Like go fit sustain your talent
Wow.
over the
But
years. Yeah.
what be the role for we the fans? We will listen the music. We will get for like what be the what do you think should be our role? I want me break and down because sometimes it be man, I don't know. Even me say I used to convey whether I want being a critic or I want being a like what do you think should be the role of any person within the artist? Ma put and say the fans.
No, fans will always be fans. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Fans again for criticize. Their role now for criticize, now for appreciate, now for share, now for give love. If you not find, they talk. If you find, they talk. You understand? But yeah, but the first thing where me I always like to talk and say nationalism
Mm-hmm.
not the basis of any country development.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when once a people understand they give
Nationalism na your own appellation now for 80-20.
no, I don't want to explain something. I
Okay.
can say explain, yeah, I don't want to explain something. So the
Okay.
basis, the thing we make can always enter the thing na because we be nationalistic.
That's
We
true.
be nationalistic, yeah. We want to make our pay shine.
That's
So
true.
that's all we
That's
can
true.
say inside the thing. So
That's
the
true.
same fan, but wait me understand. I say fans them too. They get together nationalistic side, which
Mm-hmm.
is you understand. But at the same time, I mean, I understand. Say every fan base want get value for their money, for
Very
their
true.
time, for their
Very
energy.
true.
You understand? So now the role for critique we if you not fine. Now the
Mm-hmm.
role. Now why they were vexed when people they don't want them, when people don't like when they criticize. No, for
Mm-hmm.
criticize a normal thing. If you want grow, they go for criticize you. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? So find their role now for tell is anything fine or you not fine. For make a move it, for bring out the best in we.
Wow.
You understand? Yeah. So the we need them for do just that. For
Mm-hmm.
support we when need be. You understand? It be important for them for support we when need be. But the truth is, fans are not going to take any trash just because we'll be Cameroonians.
That's
We need
true.
to provide them value.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And in exchange for value proposition, because value is the currency. In exchange for value, now for them, will figure their support, their love, their
Mm-hmm.
unconditional love, and all that in
Mm-hmm.
them. But if we
Mm-hmm.
don't propose value and we expect them for don't like we or share what is so, it's not going to
Oh.
work. It doesn't work like that. For Excel, who's a day,
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian artists they be give for some generation of artists and they be fail, another generation can realize no, they need to propose the highest value for their
Mm-hmm.
consumers so that Nigerians now they will start consuming proudly Nigerian.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So the artists then put in the work so that Nigerian if you forget about Kelly, forget about it, instead start listening to two-face them
Mm-hmm.
because their artists are putting the work. So we too will give for putting that work to the point where or artists they will say no, that's my yeah in Nigeria, better hear me na my Cameroonian brother. You understand? You
Mm-hmm.
know the love, everything in life is earned. They don't just like you for nothing because you find man no. You
Yeah.
give for earn people their trust. You give for earn provide value. Then in exchange you get those things and back in return from the fans. That's how I see it. So it's a two-way thing. It's a mutually beneficial thing.
Now, wait till you tell some person we go talk say besides Jovi or maybe Magasco, for more than 10 years now, you know, I actually work with an artist where you put it up there with all the knowledge where you get them.
Yeah. Basically, one of the things that people they get for understand, I say artist development it take time.
Mm-hmm.
So people who know me and Jovi before Jovi one come on, me and Jovi don't do 10 years.
Wow.
You understand? We don't do 10 years. Jovi don't rap for English. Jovi rap like Nas. He changed, do different things. So we don't do like 10 years before he come out. Magasco, it take Magasco like 2 years, 3 years before Magasco come out.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what I try to tell you is development are one of the things that will take a lot of time and resources.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And give music we do it be spiritual. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you sign artists, in fashion and other things, the soft skills them.
Yes.
You understand? Maybe all man get that soft skills then. You understand? Sometimes
Mm.
you see some person na hard skills them attract, then you realize when I'm not born. So you don't know how many artists I don't try to develop and you never work out.
Yeah.
You understand? Because the old man forget Jovi and forget people like Jovi, the way when they understand certain things, when they get those soft skills that he had. Forget people like Magas where they understand they get those soft skills that he had. You understand?
Mhm.
So over the years, you define artists, you try to build, then some artists go be way, be patient. It means he lack the soft skills. He want your come out. You understand? He want your come out. And if you say you waste your time, when you
Mhm.
try to make me understand, say no, you need for ripe or boy before you come out. You say no. So that's small thing they make now. You know if you get artists consistently, or you
Mhm.
know if it takes some artists to develop it before you come out. With all money proud of Don Jazzy here, whatever stuff, yeah. But Don Jazzy, I don't start making how many years before you want to come out. I just start to make at least 5 years with Jazzy.
Wow.
Um Kendrick with Dr. Dre.
Mhm.
How many years ago Dr. Dre? You don't stay. You understand?
Wow.
So that thing people don't understand. But now because we don't have a system, people in the office say once you sign artists, next month or in 2-3 months you come out.
Mhm.
People don't also know you get for develop talent. Sam.
Mhm.
So over the years, I focus more on management as Joey Magas could happen and go. I'll be
Mhm.
more on the management side. I don't manage various artists and Nenos, Nabila. Or I
Mhm.
don't. I'll be more on the management side. The production are different things because
Mhm.
production takes a lot of resources. It takes a
Mhm.
lot of time and a lot of energy. You understand? Now, why you say even people who get money, they never run production because if
Wow.
you put all your money go.
Mhm.
So yeah, but lastly, for the last couple of years, I don't get a couple of artists where they work with away. Within the next couple of weeks, I will start drop new stuff then. But I don't work with the artists like for 4 or 5 years now. So wait till
Giving
when I go
giving
see.
names and yeah, go quiet.
Yeah, wait till I am Obake they will come out more time. Baby,
I listened to his stuff the issue that was like, wow, what did happen?
yeah, Obake will come out small time.
Mhm.
He will start drop small time. Baby, he don't drop a couple of songs then.
Mhm.
So now, but now people are not work with them for the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Even Mr. Ella too,
Mhm.
he'll come out with a new project too, small time, all that thing. So
Okay.
basically, me I like to take my time for work on the sound because the product has to be irreproachable.
Mhm.
The product has to be at its best. You understand?
Mhm.
All we aim for excellence, and I mean perfection. Really there for a while, but we aim for excellence at least. You see, so it takes a lot of time for build or for get that kind of artisan or for make that kind of art. You see, and me I come on that school way. I take time for develop,
Yeah.
and maybe every person, and maybe every artist will work with me
Yeah.
because I take time for develop. Because beginning now, then I say as a sign they give a come out. So if you can't do on me, probably after 1 year, you go surely vex go you. Yeah, if you take like 3, 4, 5 years
Okay.
for develop. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Boss, where to be role for Cameroon diaspora for that industry?
That's where I get a great role. That's where I
Mhm.
get a great role in terms of support, in terms of
Mhm.
lobbying for
Mhm.
international platform. I explain which is some I keep talking to some guy the other day um on like for Nigeria.
Yes.
Some guy they call it Tunde Balogun. Tunde Balogun now, a CEO for Def Jam, a Nigerian.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. Another guy they call it Alex Okosi. Alex Okosi now the guy where Nai be the first managing director for MTV Base for Africa. After Two
Wow.
Face we win that thing,
Yeah.
MTV be see the need now for create a channel
Mhm.
for satisfy the African audience.
Yeah.
So the now some guys, a Nigerian guy they call Alex Okosi. Now he be the first director that time. So and Alex Okosi, which Alex do because Alex na diaspora na people they study for a task.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So Alex now the person wey he be responsible now for develop the editorial policy for MTV base and all that thing. So now he make now that time for MTV base, 50% of content probably been in Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Now
Yeah.
one of the roles that I play am because he been a curator, he just make sure say 50% for that playlist now, 50% will be in Nigeria. And then now
Mhm.
MTV base belong to a parent company way na Viacom.
Mhm.
Na Viacom get MTV base and they get BET. I see them get BET.
Mhm.
So I like to suppose if you understand where they go and say even for the nominations for BET, this thing,
Yeah.
some conscious effort be there around for make sure say if 5 people be nominated, at least 3 or 2 come out from
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but the truth that them are just pacha.
Mm-hmm.
They work hard for it. So it'd
Yeah.
be easy for you. It'd be easy for you if you place one or two of your brothers. Then. You
Yes.
understand? So if we get diaspora, if you do that kind of thing, that's a very welcome idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a concrete example. A couple of people they we put them ahead of some popular TV station here, Trace TV, and
Mm-hmm.
then second they ask for artists the money. When I come in with diaspora,
Mm-hmm.
but they instead start ask boy the money, start ask artists, Chokomi before if you want to make a team pass, Chokomi. But now difference in mindset that between a
Yeah.
Nigerian diaspora, between a Nigerian diaspora and a Cameroonian diaspora. You
Wow.
understand? Yeah. So diaspora get a big role. And talking about Alex Okosi, you know what Alex Okosi did today?
No.
The former MTV guy. Alex Okosi now he be director of emerging markets for YouTube.
Wow.
You understand? Yeah. So we only see Nigerian, maybe only the music, even for behind the scenes, they
Mm-hmm.
get people they
There's
really do today.
strategic people them, yeah.
Yeah, you understand. Afro be the one blow today, so because the diaspora for London play a big role.
Yeah.
When you go all major clubs and for London, you hear
The
the
one,
Afrobeat almost everywhere.
yep.
So you make a such a way it when it enter for club on this. It was say, boy, how you vibe this? So this way they want also
Yeah.
while he goes so they play. I wouldn't. They will say
Mm-hmm.
no, now my brother, this is whiskey this now.
Mm-hmm.
Now this person this now. Now so Drake take a meet up
We,
whiskey
mm-hmm.
and whiskey co-write and co-produce one of the biggest songs where Drake ever produced and one dance.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So if una diaspora not carry una, different person don't go respect una. Now I just say for that level they look now it's like in a league.
Mm-hmm.
If una people don't carry una, maybe about one artist,
Yeah.
now about a movement. You understand? So if una people no carry una, if our diaspora no carry we, other people don't feel respect. We don't feel validate we. The
Wow.
first we give a validate in our diaspora, and they give a be the people they go fight for we, fight on our behalf, push your sound everywhere. But we, on our part, we give to make sure say we give them a reason to fight for us by providing the highest value content possible.
Wow. Damn. Boss, this is deep. 1 hour, not even daily 1 hour. Idele will get part two for the conversation. I'm telling you, Idele will get part two for the conversation. One good thing where you know do where I like now the fact that you not touch the diaspora must put that money, because most of the artists in back home I don't talk with them. Now they are first thing that they ever talk. When I say, which you think be the role of diaspora? Oh, may they put money. Oh, may them put money. May they put money.
No,
And advisors, you
no,
tell them make them put money, you sure say you will give them return on that money. Because nobody don't put money. None of them they tell me today say they want put money.
no. Money comes when you guys are organized, when there's structure, when there's organization, when there's coordination. Money follows naturally. You understand? Once we show that we are organized, people are going to invest. So we give a focus on being organized. People don't just put money anyhow. You understand? A lot of people don't make out of the same money. I say go chop them. If you send them, you go chop them. Because
Yeah.
you just never understand the need for organize yourself, for get people around you. You understand? If you send them money, they send for you for chop them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you understand? So we give a change, we give to do a lot for change your mindset. You understand? We give to do a lot to change the mindset for here. You get a lot for educate artism. The first two in Nigeria take and pass, I say they be more educated about the business than we.
Wow.
Talent aside, they are more educated than us when it comes to the business. Yeah. So now I just say one of the problems with the young generation, I say they enter the business, they don't study them.
Yeah.
Because any man can have own ulterior motive. So one they can because I want popular. So one they can because no, I want follow me get them. So they don't take time to study the real thing the way they we need them. We go take me out of the darkness. So did it. You understand? So we'll get on what we'll go for down way. And why you see me, they talk about structure, they talk about team.
Yeah.
Me one if it do them. I don't think I think an idea of what it takes. I think but me one if it do them. And person like me, my role no, you only if you know my role. If another fit takes some artist who go listen to me, then put you for on level. Now you see yourself, you see as a worker, it go hard. So the artists they get for equip them. If me I get access to your information, and the artist just start my phone, get access to the information. Me, you know, they will the same level.
Very true.
Yeah, it will feel like say I want artistic, it will feel like say I want automatic, and it will make you paranoid, and it will take a couple of wrong decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to enter inside industry, it be equipped, and then you know the role me I plan for a career, you'll probably trust me more.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So one of the things that we suffer for our own time, me, I'll talk from my own distance. I say, as an avant-gardist, I say I'll be somehow ahead of my time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But you work with people, they don't really understand what
you try for do.
Yeah, what you do, or what you be a role for their career.
Mm-hmm.
And of the level that most Ghanaian artists in they still need to understand who fit do what for them. But Nigerian artists don't really understand. Any petty one enters industry, I know say I need a manager, I need a record label, I need A&R and all that thing. And it goes for everybody. Even the record label they get for fit live up to a certain expectation. Even the manager they get to live up to a certain expectation. You understand? For fit get the artist their confidence, their trust. But any man get for learn the tricks and tips of the game, you understand, before we come enter inside the scene. Now the big point that we get to Cameroon, people they get to be educated on how the business works. Now, if people the more people they be educated on how it works, I think we'll get a better outcome. Yeah, I just say.
Boss, which artists of this generation you listen to at least once a week?
Which artist of this generation?
Yeah, will you listen to at least once a week?
One of the big problem will get them the lack of productivity.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me say listen to person once a week. How many of them get the large repertoire?
Now I just feel like so none of them know they will listen to that.
No. I mean people in David are very good artists. Local are very good artists. Mr. Leo are very good artists. You understand? Salatian are very good artists. You understand? Yeah. So, but it not be enough. Just those three not be enough. You understand? Jovina, different level, genius level artists. In terms of artistry. Now why you get the biggest catalog for a generation? Now you get the biggest catalog so far.
I'll tell you something, right? I feel like I don't know. Now some people they used to feel like, oh, Sako, you don't like Jovi, this and me. I tell them, say no. Yeah, no, if I don't like Jovi, I don't know if you ever know me, Tower the Grove or Kumba. But if you ask a palette and all of that, they'll tell you say that man was a super footballer, like for Kumba.
You that generation.
Yeah. So they'll tell you that might be a super footballer and they be knows okay, that will probably be the next Etofis. But then he end for Sawe end. And me, I see the same in Jovi. Like he is super talented. When I was talking about people who should represent us out there, I feel like Jovi is one of that person the way me I want to see for day. But sometimes I feel like he's not even making that effort for represent you for that place where he get for represent you. I don't know, maybe I look some kind. Maybe you explain that for me.
You don't understand the art form with Joe choose on a difficult art form. How many people do rap for Africa? Joe is the only artist when they say rap for Cameroon.
Okay.
Rap baby, Joe, rap baby is some popular kind of music for Cameroon that way.
Yeah.
Now Joe is one of the few people who try to make that popular.
Okay.
You understand? And he stick by a rap. Because other people don't leave the rap, they sing, they do that, whatever. You understand? But he is the person way literally they carry the hip hop culture for a back. Even for Nigeria, how many people say rap? Even after some time, Fino gave for leave in rap. He gave for start singing. Father, all that people sing. Yeah, he gave for start sing. Olamide sing for Olamide. So how Jovi they are rap artists. So more not get that twisted.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Now why the audience could probably be smaller or now why he go hardly attend full potential because he do some genre where he literally swim against the tides. You understand? Yes. Wow. You understand? He do some genre and he do one for the highest level because I notice all big rappers for Africa they know it, they acknowledge it. Say no, when it comes to rap, all big rappers from any man waiting for any country, even Emma don't acknowledge it, I don't acknowledge it, they don't endorse it. So all man, for artistry level, now world class. You understand? When it comes to rap music, to hip hop, yeah. But I learned that it choose that hip hop probably will be the most popular music video for Africa. I would for continent and Afro be the pass market. So I don't think you go now the wrong criteria they use them for assess who he really be because it is swim against the tides. Because it is swim against the tides. Now one of the few people they try for withhold that hip hop culture. You understand? Yeah, because if you say maybe no one compromise yourself, do something.
Yeah, I think yeah, what you just done actually explain better with because me I probably feel like maybe make it compromise a little bit. So if you compete with these people, then that people, them and all of that, the way he too don't decide say boop, I know compromise.
But that won't be up to you and the team. I think say the album will drop some more time. And you probably want to try a couple of new stuff then. Yeah. So I think the album that will be up to you. It'll be up to you and the team. But I look at such a way. The music when you do them, if you take your music, you go to plan like when you talk of hip hop for Africa. Now why even the biggest magazines, they don't hip hop magazines don't review stuff them.
Yeah.
Because it art from the world class.
Okay.
When you hear it, you know, maybe say Cameroon or the production or the mix you give you hear even Mawina it has saying the hear what you talk go feel the vibe. Because it produce them the way they're supposed to produce them.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So now I think I get but now I say that machine, that marketing machine for a back, that marketing machine hard. For market hip hop for Africa, really, really hard. For market hip hop for Africa, a very difficult thing. If you look around, even Nigeria, it hard. MI, all that put and so Sarkozy, they hard for market hip hop. It really, really hard. But I think in our Cameroon context, it don't really stretch and fine. It don't optimize and well. Now one of the few people we get about 3, 4, 5 hip hop songs when a classic for Cameroon hip hop. Yeah. So for a hip hop artist, I feel say if one assess like a hip hop artist when they exist for some environment, when they be hip hop environment.
Okay.
And then you will see better appreciate what you do. You see that? And for me, I think they're more objective way that for analyze person like you.
Okay.
So
boss,
now you get younger one the way they come up now like Mike Monster way. They get the potential too. Yeah, you understand. So yeah, hip hop really hard for Slam. Trust me, as a producer, as a manager, we tell you that one for Africa, it really hard.
If you want advice, Mike Monster, what you tell him?
No, me just be consistent. Mike will be consistent. He continue to push his sound. Yeah, he continue to push his sound. As a person, a likable person, a humble person. So I know things I get much for telling. He just give for just no say content is king. He just give for make sure say be consistent. He just give for just churn out songs and projects and everything from time to time. And I think say he go blow. Sooner or later he go blow.
Wow. It'll probably be a next Sunday. Boss, what do you think is the future of this industry?
No, I can't. Would it grow? Would it grow? Like I always say, I said, dude, for me, I consider the generation our down for drive on African China there for we. Our own Davido they see come, our own whiskey they come. Facing our African China than this. Based on I get a lot of criteria why he talk so. Because for that thing to happen, now a combination of many factors. Like on the ecosystem give for grow, media give for day, other different things they give for, depend on that just on some person talent.
Yeah.
And a lot of people they feel that just that talent will mix in and change. I like. The industry give for grow, media give for day, different day. For now, not even get media, will give for depend on international media when I trace for validate our artists. You see, so a lot of things they give will evolve. Today you get the potential then, but I think we see they in an embryonic phase. So the one then now downfall driver they can pave way for another generation of artists way they'll come where they will be more business savvy, where they will understand the business better than the one them today. Where they will learn from the one the errors them. You understand? And then try to see how they feel ameliorate things and then push the sound for another level. Because the sound we get now, come on. I treat that we did it. But I don't say a generation of artists the way they feel so we deserve better. They feel so we push the sound to another listen. So I feel say this particular generation, everything we push or go. Honestly, that's my opinion. You know, fit. Because business wise and even the music wise, it go hard. You know, everything we push or go.
You get some festival the way they organize them. Dumaf or Damaf?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Dumaf Dollar Music Art Festival with a couple of friends and DJ Toko, Ebe Cigar, and Jovi and all that. We did behind the festival for the last 10, 11 years.
Mhm.
Uh, na an urban um, festival where they celebrate fashion, music, um, and fine arts, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, if we start initially like a dollar hip hop festival, then
Mhm.
we'll realize, we need to include other forms of music and art
Mhm.
for the platform for make an all inclusive stuff. So today, now the biggest it happens in the biggest urban music festival for Cameroon.
Wow.
Where today if you go there, you see different forms of dance,
Mhm.
dance to yeah, dance to one of the arts and that way we'll take and we'll include them. We get dance, music, fashion, and fine arts, and the
Wow.
various sectors. And that way today for the festival, if you can, and music, maybe only hip hop. Initially, been a hip hop, but today
Mhm.
you get yeah, we invite a wide variety of artists. The people they do uh, local or they do a local urban sound like Makosa.
Mhm.
We invite hip hop artists. Then we invite soul artists. Then we get even international artists. They come. Then fashion. We invite different designers and all that. Them. So now a
Mhm.
very rich festival. A very rich festival. It's supposed to take part this year for November. So we'll take part in November again this year. Every year we change them. Usually be December, but December they usually be overcrowded. So
Work.
we
Yeah.
bring them to November. So I think it will take part in November this time around. And I mean, like usually around 3 4 days of festivities, jamming. I mean, mad love. I mean, now the ideal place you can really discover the youthful or the urban culture for Cameroon. You understand in
Wow.
all its forms, from dancing, fashion, music, fine arts.
Wow. Boss, any question there will be the hopes I will ask you, I never ask you.
Any question there? Wait, you go take me for reach for like Nigeria and other people their level.
Yeah.
It's like
Tell
it's
me.
like wait you go take me. Like the first two like I will talk, we get for educate ourselves.
Okay.
We get for educate ourselves, know how the business will work. I mean, we don't need for reinvent the wheel all the
Mhm.
time.
Mhm.
Yeah. Business get codes. I mean, showbiz only exist for years. We just get
Mhm.
for know how other people the way they do for a more developed ecosystem, which they do for day for outside
Mhm.
the day.
Mhm.
And it is verifiable by doing proper research. If you do
Yeah.
proper research, you will feel understand what it takes to build a sustainable or a viable industry. So
Industry.
the first thing I say, any man who want enter inside showbiz, me educate yourself fine. If you be artist, educate yourself fine. If you
Mhm.
manager, educate yourself fine. If you be label owner, educate yourself fine. All the various stakeholders, any man educate yourself fine on the role.
Wow.
If any man do what you get for do, I think say we will be a very competitive country. And we need more and more visionaries them for we
Mhm.
invest like, for other sectors apart from the record labels or
Mhm.
talent grooming
Mhm.
for we invest for media because we don't really get that media if you actually propose or if you defend our interests
Yeah.
in the face of international market, we will not get them. Nigeria
That's true.
they get Nigeria get Nigeria, they get Sound City, then they get
Mhm.
MTV based and Alex Okosi be there, we
Mhm.
be defender, we be carry a Nigerian agenda. We will give it to you. We not get not to carry our own
Very
agenda
true.
as a media.
Very true.
So it makes us very vulnerable. So we need more and more people there. If diaspora and they really believe in the industry, now some sector that I feel say you see the virgin, if you can invest for the try to see
Mhm.
how they figure media way, specialized media the way if you only push Cameroon content. You
Mhm.
understand? Yes. And then now assuming say any man now go step up your own quality
Mhm.
or go ameliorate itself, you see, then we need for understand say one man if you do 'em. You understand?
Yeah.
Teamwork, teamwork makes the dream work.
Very true.
Now which in Nigeria they don't understand. Now which Americans don't understand. Now which other nationals, them Chinese, them other people don't understand.
Mhm.
Say teamwork makes the dream work. We give to learn to appreciate and respect each other. And then work with people then where they be competent. Not only work
Mhm.
with people the way you know them, work by competency. You
Oh.
understand? So now the thing is that I feel say if we change our mindset, learn to be team players,
Mhm.
learn to appreciate and respect each other, and then any man be educated for a field, I feel say we will feel get a much more competitive industry within the next couple of years.
Boss, man, thank you very, very much for today. I don't know. We don't do 1 hour, 24 minutes. They like now 30 minutes. I'll give you more time you rest even a 1 month or 2 months. And then I beg, I go see invite you again for here. Yeah, the conversation
Yeah,
was wonderful. Yeah.
I think if we do more and more such things, even get even debates,
Yeah.
if you invite me and other people, then we should don't talk about
Okay.
way forward. What if
Okay.
you do? If you invite me, and I say, oh, you can go see any person, me, I me open.
Okay.
Anything if you take me go a step further, I be open.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
that's just my own. I try to share my own little experience.
Yeah.
Listen, it don't mean I know everything, but I feel say from my observation, the research I don't do,
Mhm.
and my experience I don't get out of the industry, I feel say now the things that will get for do. And different people they get their own approach.
That's
You
true.
understand? As long as they get valid and verifiable arguments, I mean, I'm good.
Mhm.
I don't get no problem. And about us, I be all-knowing person.
Boss, you're giving a
Mhm.
wound after this. At least now Mr. Elad be giving you. You go giving a wound. Jovi, I know say Jovi dey for some place now where the surely he be speaking not surely they fine. So at
No,
least
Joe is a media man. Joe is
mm-hmm,
really a media man. Joe
mm-hmm,
is a studio person.
mm-hmm,
For be for the level where he don't produce that body of work. You know, for
mm-hmm,
those like person, you don't get time for do certain things and he hardly do
mm-hmm,
media and other things. And
mm-hmm.
it's a different people in day for industry if you actually try for
No,
invite them.
you
And
now
I'm
you
glad
go
say
tell me now you go tell me the person where you want give it. Where you know see go
who
carry the conversation to a good place, a better place.
they have suggest that one. Who have actually suggest that for nah. You don't interview Salasha before
Ah
or
no,
Mr. Leo.
we never get Salati, we never get Mr. Leo. If you give you one of
Yeah,
the
Mr. Leo did. Mr. Leo Salazar deep the people really I feel say intellectually they feel actually engaged for these kind of conversations.
okay, me
Yeah,
say
so
now you go
yeah,
talk
and
for
Leo,
them and then you drag me now inside say okay, I don't talk for them, continue for the
okay, no while I would recommend
okay.
now people the way I appreciate they get a lot where they feel actually contribute to the whole listen.
Okay.
And they will be probably happy for if they get the time they would like to participate. Yeah, no.
Boss, thank you
Mm.
very, very much, man. I
You're
don't
welcome,
know.
Obama.
I'm happy.
Always a pleasure. Anything for Cameroon, anything for the culture. And
Wow.
people they give it the culture at the basis of the development for any nation.
Very true.
Any
Very
nation
true.
we know get an understanding of their culture. Nigeria they excel because they understand the power of their culture.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? One of the first thing when I go Nigeria, I observe I say I will get classmates the way you see my way he do he first degree for Yoruba, he first degree for
Mm-hmm.
Hausa, he do
Wow.
PhD for Yoruba literature. You
Wow.
understand? So they get a deep rooted understanding of their culture. That's why they
Very
are
true.
proud of who they are. Now, anytime in Nigeria, they be proud. They don't get no
Very true.
complex.
You not get no complaint.
You
Very
understand?
true.
So we give for encourage our people for be very close to their culture. You understand? Support their culture, and then we give for be proud for being Cameroonian. And the only way that way inside the means of when they talk about globalization, when they talk
Mm-hmm.
about you losing your identity. No, you have
Of
to keep
course.
your identity
Yeah.
while trying to belong to the.
Yeah.
So now it's the way we get for know them as Cameroonians.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to work on our mindset a lot. I think so. If one approach the world, if one develop, and the first thing we have to do, and culture, a power, and I say culture to give you a sense of belonging and a sense of pride. That's what culture brings.
Wow. Boss, I don't take your whole evening. Thank you very much. More
You're welcome,
listen to
Baba.
that classic song when I changed in them from Sawe be day to the Sawe all manner they enjoy them, all manner they want to have in Namia, 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 Namia. Yep,
Ooh, don't forget.
don't forget.
Souvenir.
Yeah, that the song, now the game changer that me, na so me and know me.
Okay, Baba.
Okay, bro. Thank you very much, boss.
Thank you, Baba. Take care.
Yeah,
Night.
they don't forget. Will no one come out? Ask pity them for what? Hey, I did for help. Legendary Jovi. Even if he stop music now, he don't do enough for be a legend already. Yep. Chuck. Banga boy. Been a langa boy. Hey. Hey. Gong duck. Wari. Harry. Hey. Hey, me I been a done for what? Oh boy, I been a done for what? I dey love. Hey, I do my thing quarter style. Me I been a done for what? Oh boy, I been a done for what? I dey love. Hey, I do my thing. I beg no pity me. Yep. Guys, thank you very much for every person who don't watch. I beg for those who will not take their question. When I see time that already passed, now 1 hour 30 minutes that unfortunately I have somewhere to rush to. I'll just say next time what I'll do now see I'll plan well. Make sure I take every question. For the people that watch, thank una don't forget for comment, una don't forget for share. This was very, very educative. Me and Yufi tell us this segment was one of the most educative segment about the industry, about music. We don't get on Toridey. And that is just what we want to do. That guy in a very busy person, she don't do a different thing them or go entertain himself on side. They create the time for can she don't we talk with you because it feel like it's necessary for we to understand where to be the industry, how the industry work, and where to be our role for that industry. That way would build our community gradually, but very, very in a very, very sure way. We'll continue to listen down for quite while I sound now. Thank you again plenty. Thank you again very, very much about today.
When I drink drunk, show me any war for peace. When I finish shack, I dey turn chap chap. Take it go my house, blow 'em, then I turn start jack. You the top for quad say I be banger boy. You the beg me boy, you been a langa boy. Enough said my enemies are not dead. By the time I'm done with them, the buzz they go cough red. You go see blood because you the run up. You the back, you know the bite, the boy been and gummed up. Know the high like got him up, smell like body. I fresh like fish, as my coach, your man had it.